How do we overcome the fear of sacrificing ourselves, or letting ourselves to become sacrifice for Allah SWT?
That means that you're afraid to sacrifice yourself for Allah. But how do you overcome that? Yeah. Say more.
When we think about Qurban and actually sacrificing everything that is our self that we're holding on to, sometimes there's like a fear of, or hesitation, that we don't want to let go of what is us completely. Maybe it's arrogance or stubbornness, but how do we take that jump?
You're already taking that jump by being in tariqat. And when you are in tariqat, when you're under a shaykh, that is the goal. Let's say that ultimate sacrifice, whatever that means. That is the goal. That is not today. There's not tomorrow. That may not be next year, next 10 years, may not, but that is a goal. Keep that goal every single day. Stick around. Stick around. These days we cannot take anything for granted. And get with the program. Don't lose the program. Stick around, but hold on to the program. Hold on to your guide. If Allah gives us life in 10 years, remember this question, and I'll give you a different answer. You'll be able to understand at that time. Because right now, it's difficult to understand. There are a lot of things that seems impossible, a lot of things that seem as if it is, unless you can achieve it now, because you've been trying 10, 20, 30 years maybe, that you say, if it doesn't happen within the next few years, then I'm a complete failure. It's not like that. As you get older, like what he's saying, you keep on trying to discover, what can I do? I cannot do. What can I do? I cannot do. I cannot still. But you are still fighting, you understand? Don't worry, one day it's going to happen. Like this or like that, one day it's going to happen. That will be unlocked. Sometimes it is through your own effort. Sometimes it is through them sending you to go through something in this world. Sometimes you come to realize and you say, now I'm ready. And when that happens, not now, maybe later, then you understand, this much I can do, next year I can do this much, this one I can do this much, I can do this much. And you start prioritizing what is very important, what is not so important, what I can do now, what I can do later. And beyond all of this, sacrifice of your ego, sacrifice of your anger, sacrifice, beyond all of this is hizmet. If you are not carrying the work, it is impossible for you to do anything. Finding the work, finding your hizmet, that is a marifat in these days. And we can talk to you forever about hizmet and what you need to do, but if you are sticking around, holding on to the program, it'll come to you. And I don't make it secret. There are hizmet, of course, that are surface level. That means that physical things, and then there are other things, and there are spiritual things. We go through the first one first, physical things. I don't make it a mystery of what we're trying to achieve with Shaykh and his permission. Everyone has a part in that. So nobody can tell me, what am I supposed to do? What can I do? So once you know what is your hizmet, your khidmah, your service that is there, what are you trying to do? You're trying to sacrifice your annoying nature. Then it will come through that work. If you don't have the hizmat, then it becomes just a theory and just words that you cannot apply it anywhere. If it's about arrogance, then through that work that you are doing, you will learn about arrogance. You will learn how to get rid of it. If you don't have the work that is there, it's going to be difficult. It's already difficult as it is, but without that, it'll take a very long time. Then that work, once you have it, you must become better, because it is endless. And it may be from that work they will say, okay, now do another thing, do another thing, do another thing. It is all connected. Maybe you think, well, what can I do? I'm just cleaning the toilet. I'm just being at the barn. Don't you know? Every prophet was a shepherd. Which means that the skills and the knowledge that you get from being in a barn, dealing with animals, this is what Allah made all His prophets to get, that kind of knowledge in order to lead people. So it depends if you take this seriously. Then there are those who say, I don't want anything. If I'm just at the barn or going to the field or doing this, is enough for me. I don't want anything else. Good. We should not want anything else. We should not say, I really want to become Sultan. But now I'm washing toilet. But wait, one day I'm going to become Sultan. Because they promised me. No, it should not be like that. We should do it with honesty. And we should be happy doing that. So, inshallah, you understand? And step by step. Because then it's not going to be a question of how am I going to sacrifice. It's not a question about how I'm going to sacrifice, but how to do the job. Because if I don't fix this, I won't be able to do the job. You understand? I'm arrogant, I'm talkative, I'm this and that. It interferes into your work. So now, in order to make this work, you have to adjust all of that. So it's no longer just you thinking, in theory, I have to get rid of my arrogance. I have to be less angry, I have to do this, that. No, because it directly applies to the work that you're doing in the Jamaat, for tariqat, for the sake of haqq. You understand? Make sense or no? You're looking at me like I'm speaking Greek or something. Okay. Fatiha.